starting our group discussion for lesson 17. And first off, any questions out there from anyone about the lesson, about the personal prep or even the group prep?
No, all fairly straightforward.
Yeah, I just did it in like 20 minutes, so I don't know how much of it I'm actually going to remember, but
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's go to the quiz then.
This is a complaint against you. I'm sure it's a mistake, Stacey. This is a legal document. You're being sued for operating a video blog. What do I have to take it down? The Constitution implicitly states that.
Everyone have it open?
Yep.
Okay. So starting with question 3, the symbol for the true population portion in which is which of the following?
It's the third one.
without the hat on it.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, next question. Looking at the information above, the requirements for correcting a confidence interval are satisfied, true or false? True.
Say true.
And then requirements for conducting a hypothesis test are satisfied, true or false?
It's true.
True, because there still need to be equal to or greater than 10, right?
Or yeah, so is this one looking for 10 or is it looking for the sample size to be greater than 30?
So this one, requirements could have hypothesis test. I think either way, both of them are they're there. N is more than 30, and then it also meets the requirements for this kind of test.
Yeah, I think it really just sticks with that same test. N times P has to be greater than or equal to 10.
Awesome.
And then, so I think we're good there.
Okay.
Number 6. Study first-degree murder trial was conducted in another state. A random sample of 60 people on the trial where first-degree murder was taken. Of these, 45 of the defendants were found guilty. So they want to know the P hat.
So 75%, so 0.750.
Yep.
Okay. Number 7. Does someone want to do number 7, 8, 9? Or is it? So 7, create a 95% confidence interval for the true portion of first-degree murder trials and state where verdict guilty. Input your answers for the margin of error, lower bound and upper bound.
Okay.
So for a margin of error, I got 0.11.
Yep.
Okay. So 0.110, and then the lower bound 0.64.
Yes.
The upper bound 0.86.
Yep.
Okay.
Question on number 7. What did you get again?
0.11.
And how did you find that?
So I'm just using the categorical data and the spreadsheet that they gave us, and I'm plugging in the X at 45, the N at 60, and then a confidence interval of 95. Or sorry, a confidence level of it. And then it spits out the confidence interval. And then you use your P hat, acts kind of like your mean. So you take P hat minus, I just took P hat minus my lower confidence interval that it spat out and gave me 0.11.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
10, if you increase the sample size from 60 to 80, what do you expect to happen to the width of the confidence interval?
They increase, right?
A decrease.
Increase.
They decrease.
Yep. Because your level of confidence, like think about it this way, where your confidence, like your level of confidence is getting closer and closer together to where, you're almost a guarantee. I don't know if I explained that very well.
And you submitted that
Sure.
and decreases, right?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
We never doubted you.
Oh, no. That totally makes sense. Okay. Yep. All right. I gotcha.
All right, 11, to conduct a hypothesis test for one proportion, P requirements must be met. Suppose P equals 1/2. What is the smallest n can be of both requirements still met? Is that 20?
Is this one? There's just a formula for this one, isn't there?
Yeah,
It has to meet the requirements in the first section.
which is has to be greater than or equal to 10. It was just like the ones we had on the last quiz. The one was a quarter and one was like 3/4 or something like that. Basically, all you're doing is how many times does 0.5 go into 10?
You also have to know that half of what is so in this situation where it's 0.5, when you multiply the p hat or the p by your population, you still has to equal a greater than or equal to 10.
Yeah.
So does Mike's method work? Where how many times does 0.5 go into 10 or no?
So the answer here is 20.
Right. Isn't that what Mike said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for the next one, can you use that same thought process? How many times does 0.1 go into 10?
Yep.
So is this 100?
Yeah.
They're great questions. Okay, 13. For the water quality study in the reading, about 60% of macro vertebrate water quality indicators have historically been associated with good health. Researchers suspect that water quality in the area has decreased. They conduct a hypothesis test using confidence level, and I guess we'll just pop this information in our thing.
What's the title of the spreadsheet you guys are using?
Categorical data analysis.
There's a link in the online book. It'll take you to it.
There's also a download for it.
Can anybody? What's the difference between P and P hat again?
P is your sample, is your true. It's not the sample. Excuse me. It's your P hat is your sample mean.
Oh, really?
Like X.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the difference between X bar and mu basically. X bar being your sample mean and mu being your true mean.
Yeah. So it really is just the same concept we've been using all semester, just different.
Names.
All right. Fair enough.
We talked, and then we talked some more, and we spent so much. So I guess that makes sense. He is over 40. Stace, he offered me a job as a full-time prosecutor. You already have it. No, I know, but this is the offer. No perks, no car loan, much notes, print count, and paste it. Ugh. Well, I don't do that either. I love my job at the firm. I do. But the DA's office just feels more important. I mean, do I want to be a new lawyer? Or
Okay.
just
So it looks like number 13 is true.
normally when we're home on
Yep.
paper,
Yes.
Mhm.
And then what is P hat? That is
the DA's office gave me a copy of statistics from 2005.
0.475.
Mhm.
Okay. Test statistic of negative 2.282.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then
Hey, oh, go ahead.
a p-value of 0.011.
Yep.
A p-value of what? Sorry.
0.011.
That's what I got.
Okay.
0.0. Oh, wait. Where did you guys get that number from?
It's
It's
It's on the spreadsheet.
0.01. Oh, which? Where though? Because I'm not seeing this one on the spreadsheet.
So
Are you on the 2 portion or the 1 portion?
I'm on the 2 portion. That's my issue.
yeah, this is one portion.
It always opens the 2 portion. I start entering stuff and I'm lost.
Yeah. So 0.011.
Yeah. And then we reject because it's lower.
Yep.
Yes.
And that means we have sufficient evidence.
To conclude that the water quality has decreased. Or what was the test again?
It has decreased. You're right.
Was that the test? Okay. All right, I can go ahead and submit that and see where we stand.
It was for the last one. It was number 2, right?
It's the very last one. It's number 4.
Oh, it is?
It's number 18. So we got them all right. It's the very last one. There is sufficient evidence to conclude the water has decreased.
Okay. That means, yep.
So that's 100% if you guys want to submit.
Any
Cool.
other questions about the group project or anything that we can talk about?
So when do we need? When do we have to? Have you heard anything from him, Mitch?
Mm-mm. I haven't.
No.
I can send him an email though, or I'll send the TA an email and see what she says about it.
Okay.
But I haven't heard anything. Thanks for responding though. You got it on Tuesday, and so I could submit that.
You're good.
I looked at it as soon as we got off this, and I was like, oh crap! Like I needed an input on this.
All right.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and stop the broadcast then, and then who's going to take next week?
Cody.
I can.
Cody, hang on. Cody, did you get an answer for number 15?
It seems this witness was about to blow the case wide open, and this is it.
Number 15 is negative 2.282.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah, awesome.
Go ahead and end the stream, Mike.
Okay.